River was the winter campground, I'm told, for a small group of Choctaw Indians, about 125 in the group. And the chief's name was Tubby, Homa, H-O-M-O, Homa Tubby, and the wife was Shyleta.
Isn't that a pretty name?
And I'm told that he found her as a wife because the various tribes who lived in this area would come up here to the level to play ball games on afternoons that were pretty or whatever. And it seems that Homa Tubby broke his leg or whatever, and maybe her family took him into nursing, but you know, it's really some kind of love story. But anyway, but Homa Tubby was the chief and Shyleta was his wife. And they camped here in the wintertime. Then in the summer, when the mosquitoes got bad on the river, they moved to a camp up in the prairie, which would be 50 miles north of here to get away from the river. So they had two, and they moved back and forth. And they tell me that they lived in huts up here that were not like tents, but like made of slabs, like poles.
Yeah,
With
like
not like a teepee. I don't know, like slender bark cuts of wood.
Like a shed or something?
Something like that. And that's what I'm told, and if that's fact, I can't guarantee it. But anyway, but that's who they were. That's who they were. And I grew up listening to the fact that their graves were here and nobody knew where they were.
And how'd you find them?
Well,
that's the
one of
story.
Daddy's friend's grandfather had lived in that house before it came to us. And he came to visit Daddy once, after Daddy was in his 80s. And they were talking about the history of the Indians here, and he was telling Daddy that he thought he remembered where the graves were, that his grandfather had taken him to the graves, and that if it would be okay with Daddy, he would walk and see if he could find them. Well, those of you who don't know my daddy, but you do, you know, he thought he knew everything in the world. And so he told him, you can go, but you're not going to find them because they ain't there. Well, he didn't believe it if he didn't see it. But the man came and he walked and he found them. Out of the whole area, and one of these is bigger than the other one. But these are round in the top, and they underneath there's a flange that sticks out underneath to keep them buried in there. This was cotton. This was an open cotton field. Mom and Daddy planted cotton here when they were newlyweds. They never saw these. And the day I brought them down here, and I stood there and I said, there they are. All this clutter was gone. I said, there they are. And they quit talking to me. They talked to each other. And they looked and they walked and they looked and they walked and they talked. You know, we grew cotton here. Why didn't we see these? And Mama finally remembered that there was a briar patch in here. And all of this is no doubt burial ground, but nobody deserved a marker. But Daddy had a box. He'd seen them. He had arrowheads and pottery pieces and stuff that they plowed up out. They lived here before the Treaty of Dancing Rabbit Creek, which was 1830. No, I'm not. Before the Treaty of Dancing Rabbit Creek, the territorial line for the Mississippi Territory was the Tombigbee River, you know, way on east of here. And when that treaty was signed, the present Mississippi-Alabama state line was established. It pulled that Mississippi Territory line back that far. And it was then that the Indians were told they had to relocate to the reservation. But this man here, and you've got the document, gave them permission to live here as long as they wanted to. Doesn't it say as long as the sun rises in the east and sets in the west? And they traded this. He traded, what, you've got it, 2 yokes of oxen. Yeah, I haven't looked at it in years. But it was just a bartering agreement that they traded for this territory. But he told them they could keep coming back to live here and hunt and fish as long as they wanted to. So anyway, one of these is Homa Tubby and one of them is Shyleta.
We made it. If only we get home with Mama safely.
You will. Did you have fun?
Yes, I did. But I'm bringing a Winnebago next time.
Yeah.
It's got to be a lot easier to pack up.
Just drive it away.
Drive it up here, drive it away.
My comments?
Yeah.
It's a beautiful day.
It is a
Another
good.
day of paradise. Now,
5 more reunions out of this whole house. You know, patch it, you know, duct tape it, whatever we got to do. If we can get 5 more years, it'll be a benchmark. It'll be the 50th.
it'll be the
Couple of
milestone.
gallons of varnish to come
And
out.
it won't be so bad. You know, if this turns into a tent city, so
It'll
be
be
it.
just as fun
We're
too.
going to have the Harry
So
Hill
be
RV Park. All fifth wheels. Going to line them up here.
Well, you
Have
might because
electric,
you make
whole
more
nine
money
yards.
than I do. All I can do is get a
Put them
pop
in a
tent.
wagon train. Put 'em in
Okay,
a
well,
circle.
we'll have the tent area. We'll have the RV section
Right.
up here. Be easy to back in. And we'll set up the tent area back in the pasture.
Mine will be a
I
pump
think
tent.
that'd be nice.
Instead of the Harry Hill
Okay.
reunion, the Harry Hill Resort.
Harry Hill Resort.
Commercial on Fox.
And the Shalita Sand conglomeration down
There you go. There you go.
There you go.
And
Okay.
it's
Shalita
waterfront. And by the
Sand.
way, it's waterfront property just down there. Okay.
I think it's fantastic. One of the best ever.
What was your favorite part?
Pork and swimming.